Going for a walk is a great way to connect with nature. Walking in nature gives you a chance to leave your problems behind, even if it's only for a short time. However, there are some hiking trails in the world that require more finesse and focus. There are many trails that require skill and bravery. So for today's video, we will be exploring the 10 most dangerous hiking trails in the world. And Huayna Picchu, also spelled Huayna Picchu, is a mountain located in Peru, directly behind the famous Inca citadel of Machu Picchu. The name Huayna Picchu means young peak in Quechua, the language of the Inca Empire. The mountain rises over 8,920 feet, 2,720 meters, above sea level and offers a challenging and steep hike for visitors. The hike to the top of Huayna Picchu is popular among tourists for the panoramic views it provides of the Machu Picchu ruins and the surrounding Urubamba River valley. The trail to the summit is steep, narrow, and includes some sections with exposed drop-offs, making it a thrilling adventure for those who are not afraid of heights. In addition to the stunning views, the Huayna Picchu hike also features some interesting archaeological sites, such as the Temple of the Moon, a complex of caves and structures built into the side of the mountain. Due to the popularity of the hike and to protect the landscape, the number of visitors allowed to climb Huayna Picchu is limited each day, with entry permits required in advance. The hike typically takes between 1.5 to 2 hours to reach the summit, depending on your fitness level and pace. If you're planning to visit Machu Picchu and hike Huayna Picchu, it's important to be prepared for the physical challenge, bring appropriate footwear, and stay aware of your surroundings to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. 9. The Maze, also known as the Maze District, is a remote and challenging area located within Canyonlands National Park in southeastern Utah, USA. It is known for its intricate network of canyons, sandstone fins, and unique rock formations that make it one of the most difficult areas to navigate in the park. Canyonlands National Park is divided into 4 districts: Island in the Sky, Needles, the Maze, and the rivers that traverse the park. The Maze is the least accessible and most remote of these districts, which has helped to preserve its pristine and rugged wilderness. The Maze is a popular destination for experienced hikers, backpackers, and canyoneers who are seeking solitude and adventure. Navigating this area requires advanced skills in map reading, route finding, and desert wilderness survival. There are no paved roads or established trails in the Maze, and visitors must be prepared for self-sufficient backcountry travel. The most common access point is via the Hans Flat Ranger Station, which is located about 46 miles south of Interstate 70 and is accessible via a long, unpaved road. It is highly recommended that visitors use high-clearance, 4-wheel drive vehicles to reach this remote area. Some of the popular destinations within the Maze include the Chocolate Drops, a harvest scene pictograph panel, and the Maze Overlook. Due to the challenging nature of this area, it is important to plan your trip carefully, obtain the necessary permits, and adhere to leave no trace principles to help protect this fragile desert environment. 8. The Drakensberg Traverse is a challenging and breathtakingly beautiful hiking route in South Africa. The traverse spans the length of the Drakensberg mountain range, which is part of the Great Escarpment and forms the border between South Africa and the mountain kingdom of Lesotho. The Drakensberg is also the highest mountain range in southern Africa, with its highest peak, the Badantlenyana, standing at 3,482 meters, 11,423 feet. The Drakensberg Traverse is not a single defined trail, but rather a collection of interconnected paths and passes that allow hikers to create their own custom route. The most popular and well-known section of the traverse is the Northern Drakensberg Traverse, which includes the famous amphitheater and Monte UX Sources Plateau, as well as the iconic Tugela Falls, the second highest waterfall in the world. Hiking the Drakensberg Traverse requires a good level of fitness, experience, and route-finding skills, as some sections of the trail can be difficult to navigate, particularly in bad weather. The terrain is rugged and varied, with steep ascents and descents, rocky outcrops, and river crossings. The hike can take anywhere from 5 to 14 days, depending on the chosen route and pace. While on the traverse, hikers can expect to experience stunning views, diverse flora and fauna, and unique geological formations. The Drakensberg is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its exceptional natural beauty, as well as its rich cultural heritage, with numerous ancient sand rock art sites scattered throughout the mountains. 7. Cascade Saddle, New Zealand. Cascade Saddle is a spectacular alpine route in Mount Aspiring National Park, located on the South Island of New Zealand. The saddle connects the West Matukituki Valley and the Dart Valley, offering breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains, glaciers, and valleys. The route is popular among experienced hikers and mountaineers, as it offers a challenging and rewarding trek through diverse landscapes. The saddle itself reaches an elevation of around 1,370 meters, 4,495 feet, making it a demanding hike with steep and exposed sections. Hiking the Cascade Saddle. The Cascade Saddle route typically takes 2 to 3 days to complete, depending on your fitness level and the weather conditions. The most common starting point is the Raspberry Creek Car Park, located near the town of Wanaka. From there, the track proceeds through the beautiful West Matukituki Valley before ascending the steep pylon route to reach the saddle. The descent into the Dart Valley is equally challenging, with steep and exposed sections that require care and attention. Once in the valley, the track continues through the forest before eventually reaching the Dart Hut, which is operated by the New Zealand Department of Conservation, DOC. The weather can change quickly in alpine environments, so it's important to be prepared for all conditions and carry appropriate gear. Avalanche risk is also present during winter and spring, so it's recommended to check with the DOC for up-to-date track conditions and advice. 6. The Kokoda Track, also known as the Kokoda Trail, is a historic and challenging 96-kilometer, 60-mile, trekking route that runs through the rugged Owen Stanley Range in Papua New Guinea. The track is steeped in history, as it was the site of intense fighting between Australian and Japanese forces during World War II. Today, the Kokoda Track has become a popular destination for hikers and history enthusiasts looking to retrace the footsteps of the soldiers. The track starts in the village of Hours Corner, about 50 kilometers, 31 miles, northeast of Port Moresby, the capital of Papua New Guinea, and ends in the town of Kokoda. The trek typically takes between 6 to 12 days to complete, depending on the pace and fitness level of the hikers. The terrain is physically demanding, with steep ascents and descents, dense jungle, and numerous rivers and streams to cross. Trekkers can expect high humidity, heat, and rainfall, all of which contribute to the challenge of the hike. There are several villages along the Kokoda Track, where local residents offer accommodation, food, and other services to trekkers. Some of these villages also have historical significance, as they were the sites of battles or served as military camps during the war. Before attempting the Kokoda Track, it is essential to prepare adequately, both physically and mentally. It is also recommended to hire a local guide or join an organized trekking group, as the track can be difficult to navigate, and experienced guides can provide valuable insights into the historical significance of the sites along the way. 5. The Kalalau Trail is a challenging and breathtaking 11-mile, 17.7 kilometers, hiking trail located on the island of Kauai in Hawaii, USA. This trail traverses the stunning Napali coast, taking hikers through lush valleys, across precarious cliffs, and past cascading waterfalls. The trail begins at the Kui Beach and ends at the secluded Kalalau Beach, which is only accessible by foot or boat. The hike is considered difficult due to its steep inclines, narrow paths, and sometimes unstable footing. It is not recommended for inexperienced hikers or those with a fear of heights. The trail can also be quite slippery, especially after rain, so proper footwear and caution are essential. The total elevation gain along the trail is roughly 5,000 feet, 1,524 meters, and it usually takes experienced hikers about 6 to 8 hours to complete one way. Many hikers choose to break the trek into 2 days, camping overnight at the Hanakoa Valley, located approximately halfway along the trail. Permits are required for both day hiking and camping along the Kalalau Trail. These permits can be obtained through the Hawaii Department of Land and Natural Resources (DLNR) website. It is important to plan ahead, as permits are limited and often sell out months in advance. The Kalalau Trail offers an unforgettable and challenging adventure for experienced hikers, showcasing the rugged beauty of the Napali coast and the island of Kauai. 4. Angel's Landing is a well-known and iconic rock formation located in Zion National Park in southwestern Utah, USA. The park is renowned for its stunning red sandstone cliffs, deep canyons, and diverse plant and animal life. The Angel's Landing hike is one of the most popular and challenging trails in the park. The 5-mile, 8 kilometers round-trip trail starts at the Grotto picnic area and ascends approximately 1,488 feet, 453 meters, to a narrow ridge, which leads to the summit. The trail offers breathtaking views of Zion Canyon, but it is not for the faint of heart, as certain sections are quite steep and exposed. Due to the challenging nature of the trail, it is important to be well prepared and to exercise caution during the hike. Good physical fitness, proper footwear, and plenty of water are essential. Additionally, hikers should be aware of the potential for extreme weather conditions such as heat, cold, and thunderstorms, and plan accordingly. In summary, Angel's Landing is a remarkable natural landmark in Zion National Park that offers a thrilling and unforgettable hiking experience for those who are up for the challenge. 3. Via Ferrata, which translates to Iron Path in English, is a term used to describe a network of protected climbing routes found primarily in the European Alps, especially in Italy. These routes are equipped with fixed cables, ladders, and bridges to help climbers navigate the more challenging sections of the mountains. The Italian Dolomites are particularly famous for their extensive and scenic Via Ferrata routes. While the origins of Via Ferrata can be traced back to the 19th century, they gained prominence during World War I, when the Italian and Austro-Hungarian armies built these routes to move troops and supplies through the mountains more efficiently. Some popular Via Ferrata routes in Italy include 1. Via Ferrata del Trince, located in the Dolomites. This route takes climbers through trenches and tunnels used during World War I. It offers stunning views of the Marmolada Glacier. 2. Via Ferrata Ivano de Bona. This route features the famous Cristallo Suspension Bridge, one of the longest and highest in the Alps. It offers spectacular views of the surrounding peaks. 3. Via Ferrata Brigata Tritonina, one of the most popular routes in the Dolomites. This climb includes a dramatic traverse along a narrow ledge and a thrilling descent via a cable bridge. 4. Via Ferrata degli Alpini, located in the Mont Blanc Massif. This challenging route takes climbers through stunning alpine landscapes, including views of the famous Mont Blanc Peak. 2. The Mist Trail is a popular and picturesque hiking trail located in Yosemite National Park in California, USA. It is one of the park's signature trails, offering hikers a unique and spectacular experience. The trail is approximately 7 miles, 11.3 kilometers, round trip, with an elevation gain of about 2,000 feet, 610 meters. It takes hikers to two of Yosemite's most famous waterfalls, Vernal Fall and Nevada Fall. The trail starts at the Happy Isles trailhead in Yosemite Valley and follows the Merced River towards the waterfalls. The name Mist Trail comes from the refreshing mist that hikers encounter as they approach Vernal Fall. This mist can be especially cooling and welcome during the hot summer months. However, it also makes the granite steps near the waterfall quite slippery, so hikers should exercise caution. The first part of the Mist Trail takes hikers to the top of Vernal Fall, which is 1.5 miles, 2.4 kilometers, from the trailhead. From here, hikers can continue another 1.5 miles, 2.4 kilometers, to reach the top of Nevada Fall. Both waterfalls offer stunning views and opportunities for photography. The Mist Trail is considered a moderately strenuous hike due to the steep inclines and uneven terrain. It is best to start early in the morning to avoid crowds, and to bring plenty of water, sunscreen, and appropriate footwear. Hikers should also be aware that the trail can be extremely crowded during peak season, and parking at the trailhead can fill up quickly. Visitors may want to consider taking the Yosemite Valley Shuttle to the trailhead. 1. The Devil's Path is reportedly a very difficult hiking trail in the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York. From what I have read, it goes through some of the most rugged terrain in the Catskills, with numerous steep ascents and descents over rocky trails. The full Devil's Path is about 24 miles long, spanning from Platclove to Phoenix Mountain. Some of the peaks it traverses include Indian Head Mountain, elevation 3,573 feet. Known for its bare rock summit and views. Twin Mountain, elevation 3,640 feet. The lowest point on the Devil's Path at 2,400 feet. Sugarloaf Mountain, elevation 3,800 feet. Known as one of the most difficult climbs on the trail. Plateau Mountain, elevation 3,840 feet. Offers views of the Hudson River Valley. The trail is known for its challenging and strenuous nature, so only experienced hikers in good shape should attempt the full traverse. Proper precautions for weather, supplies, navigation, etc. should be taken due to the remoteness of parts of the trail. However, segments of the Devil's Path can also reportedly be done as day hikes, like the popular Indian Head Mountain Loop. The best time to hike the Devil's Path is said to be late spring through fall, from May to October, when the weather is more stable and the foliage is in bloom. The trail traverses through beautiful forests, with maples, oaks and eastern hemlocks, and past mountain streams and waterfalls. So while difficult, the scenery makes it a very rewarding trek for those up for the challenge. Conditions and recommendations for dangerous footpaths. For hiking dangerous or challenging trails like the Devil's Path, it is important to be well prepared. Here are some key recommendations. Ensure you have an up-to-date trail map. The route can be poorly marked, so map reading skills are important. Topo maps are best for remote trails. Check the weather forecast and trail conditions beforehand. Avoid hiking if heavy rain, snow, or ice are expected. Weather can change quickly in the mountains, so be prepared for various conditions. Start early and give yourself plenty of time. Rough trails can slow you down significantly. Be prepared for the hike to take longer than expected. Wear proper hiking boots with ankle support and traction. The trail is rocky and uneven, so good footwear is a must. Bring hiking poles for balance and support. They can help navigate difficult sections. Carry plenty of essential supplies, including food, water, pocket knife, fire starter, first aid kit, flashlight, etc. Be self-sufficient in case of emergencies. Consider wearing proper hiking attire, including rain jacket, layers, hiking pants, gloves, hat, etc. Conditions can vary widely, especially at higher elevations. Let someone know your intended route, schedule, and when you expect to return. In case of injury or getting lost, alerting someone to your whereabouts is critical for search and rescue. Consider your skill level and experience honestly before attempting hazardous routes. Don't overestimate your abilities in the wilderness. Travel in a group when possible. There is safety in numbers, and others can assist if there are injuries or emergencies. Be extremely cautious around cliff edges and steep drop-offs. Falls can easily be fatal. Stay on the established trails. Consider bringing a GPS device and/or personal locator beacon in case of emergencies. Cell service may be unavailable on remote trails. Bring toilet paper, wipes, hand sanitizer, and pack out all trash and waste. Follow leave no trace principles. Research and watch out for potential wildlife encounters, i.e. bears, snakes, ticks, etc. Be vigilant for natural hazards along the way. Those are some of the most important tips for hiking challenging and potentially dangerous trails. The key is to exercise caution, be prepared for emergencies, know your ability level, and respect the local conditions. The wilderness can be unforgiving, so safety is always the #1 priority. Have a good hike, but be smart out there. Thank you for being with me so far in the video. Subscribe now and unlock a world of exclusive content, giveaways, and insider access to my creative process. Don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity. Hit that subscribe button.